have some sad news to report today. Another GoPro of mine has failed. I know I've had a lot of problems with GoPros over the last year, I guess. If you remember, we had that GoPro Silver that just from day one would not take a memory card, and then you go to the GoPro website and they say, well, if that doesn't work and you can't format it here and you can't do this, try these cards. So I bought these other cards that GoPro told me to from the website. You know, their fancy list there, and it still didn't work. Well, we finally figured out what was wrong with that Silver, and I'm telling you, first off, the Silver 7 is horrible. Never buy a Silver at all because the battery is not removable, so that's, you know, a big thing. So always go with the black. Alright, so here's what was happening. You put the card in there, no matter what card, whether formatted, unformatted, new, used, whatever, and it would say card not detected. Hey, I can't find a card. Where's the card? We fiddled with it, messed with it, and then we found out, kind of funny, that if you forced the card's already in there, and you hold it in there with your fingernail, it would detect a card. So there's some kind of defect, GoPro, but you know about that, don't you? There's some kind of defect that the card was not able to go all the way in, or the card falls short of where it needs to be to make contact with the proper contacts in there. So that camera's just toast. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I can't return it. I waited too long to do anything with it, and I wouldn't return it anyways because you get so much hassle from GoPro, it's not worth it. Alright, so the sad news, that wasn't the sad news. The sad news is we just lost a GoPro Hero 8. If you remember, GoPros used to have this really cool, hard, clear clamshell to protect the camera. They used to have that. Bam, protected, right? You dive with it and do all kind of things. And then some genius, and when I use the term genius, I mean the term moron, idiot, loser, at GoPro said, hey, let's not have that ugly, clear clamshell that protects the camera from impacts and water and stuff. Let's just put some gaskets on the camera itself, and let's just say that it's waterproof. And then some other genius at GoPro, and when I use the term genius, here I mean dumb beep, said, yeah, that's a good idea, let's do that. Okay, so GoPros now don't come with a watertight clamshell. They say that the gaskets are good to 10 meters, which is about 33 feet. And I'm not going to dive 33 feet down, so we're fine, right? So went down to the coast, rigged up the GoPro in a crab pot, put it down in less than 10 feet of water, and looking at this video, you can tell I'm in less than 10 feet of water because it is so crisp and clear you can see the sunlight. Didn't see any crab. And what's really horrible here, not only did we waste or trash or destroy this $285 camera, we didn't catch any crab. So this video is going to be a little different in a couple aspects. Number one, I'm going to let you know the true feelings I have for GoPro. But number two, I'm only going to talk for a certain amount of time with this, but we're going to use actual time so you can see how long the camera was underwater, well within the regulations and the restrictions of, 33 feet deep. We're less than 10 feet deep. We're probably about 6 feet deep here. And you will get to see actual runtime of how long we were underwater. You'll see us pull the trap up, and then the camera never worked again because it got water inside. We opened it up, and there's water in there. Oh, horrible. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't want to look at an empty crab trap and then hear water sounds and just see water for the next, 20 minutes or so, then just skip ahead to the end, and you'll get the whole point. But for, documentary, honesty, truth in advertising, whatever you want to call it, for you to see, I want you to see this is exactly what happened, this is how long it took, and this is what this POS camera, did or happened or did. So disappointed. The other thing that's very disappointing too is, remember I have 4 batteries for this camera, 3 batteries for this camera, and a charger. And I tried all 3 batteries in the camera after the camera went toast just to see if there's just a battery fried or something. And I don't remember which battery was actually in the camera at the time, and I'm going to have to throw all the batteries away because if that one battery is water damaged, I do not want to take that battery, stick it in another camera in case that battery is shorted and does something weird and ruins another camera. So yeah, Why don't I bring this to GoPro's attention? Well, you know they don't care. I've read plenty of stuff online, and they don't give a crap. You know, that's obvious, but when they took away the protective hard case and said, yeah, we got some gaskets that work fine, clearly they don't. But more importantly, when it comes to water issues with cameras like this, they are not going to believe that you followed the instructions. Their first line of defense, they believe you, they know, but their first line of defense always is, well, you were outside the parameters that instructions said that you... So in other words, they're saying, no, you weren't in 6 feet of water. You were in 600 feet of water, and I can tell. So yeah, it isn't even worth, for this, $285, it's not even worth saying, hey, GoPro, your camera's a piece of crap. I want my money back or replace it because it doesn't do what it says. You can't do that because they're just going to say, here you go. You can't see me now, but I'm flipping the bird to myself in the mirror. You can't see that part, but that's basically what you're going to get from them. How do I know this? Because I go online and I know how to read. Yeah, GoPro, I can read. But really, why would GoPro care? I've bought, last year I think I've bought 4 now, GoPro Blacks. I've had, over the years, no less than a dozen GoPro cameras. Probably even more if you think about it, because I bought a couple used from some friends. So yeah, maybe 15, 16 GoPro cameras. So, they got my money. What am I going to do? Buy a Garmin? GoPro knows they got you by the nuts because nobody can beat GoPro's low light filming ability. And that's very important, when I'm diving. So what did I do? I went online, I bought a couple of those aftermarket clamshells to protect the camera because GoPro can't protect its own camera. God, it's just so disappointing. So watch the video, see we've been underwater, 20 minutes-ish. Yeah, try to get that out. 20 minutes-ish max. Under 10 feet of water, probably about 6. And camera's toast. Thanks, GoPro. Oh, God. Alright, so enjoy the video or skip ahead and I'll talk to you at the end. Wasn't that exciting? You got to watch water, you heard noises, you didn't see any wildlife at all. At least I freaking didn't. We didn't catch any crab, didn't see any crab. But we did go to another spot, 'cause we're on a dock here. We went to another spot on the dock, and we actually did catch crab. We limited out, which is really good. We have no proof of it because our GoPro camera failed, so, you're just going to have to take me at my word. So, yeah, GoPro failed, less than 10 feet of water, 20 minutes-ish max. And it's just, why did it fail? It failed because GoPro got rid of the hard plastic shells that protected it, that was waterproof and impact proof. That's why the camera failed. A gasket, really, a door with a little foam gasket. That'll protect you. Yeah, you saw how well it protected us. All right, so do you have a GoPro camera? Have you ever owned a GoPro camera? And I guess more importantly, have you owned one of the newer ones that don't come in a hard, protective, watertight shell? Because when they started doing this, here's a camera, go underwater with it. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? There's no way this is going to work. And you know what? This is the first time I ever put this camera underwater, or any of the GoPros that didn't come with that watertight, protective clamshell. This is the first time I've used any of them. Like I said, when I first saw it, there's no way this will work. And you know what? I put it in the crab pot, went 6 feet underwater, and you know what? It didn't work. Thanks, GoPro, for just, being you. All right, have you had these problems? Have you seen these problems? Are you like me and said, man, there is no way that's going to work? And sure enough, you saw here it didn't work. So leave your comments in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching.
Beanmeister 22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.